All right, so the next thing we want to do is to style our little item names. So first thing I'm going to do is manually choose a font and a color and a size. Let's try Avenir next, and let's use bold. And I like the size of this. Maybe I'll make this 11 point as well. And instead of black, I'm going to make this text red. And then I can just place my cursor in the middle of this text. And let's, just to make sure we don't pick up any default styles, let's click out, deselect any style that's already selected. Go ahead and choose our create new style icon, double click to rename it. So I'll call this, we'll call this item name. Hit OK. And let's go ahead and see if this will work, if we can apply this to our other item names. And sure enough, we can. So let me do one more. Okay, so we've got red item names, but I want to add a little bit of variety in here. So maybe I want to alternate green and red. So what I can do is I can duplicate this style, and maybe I'll call this item name green, and then I'll change the color. Let's choose green. Hit OK. And then I want to alternate red and green, so I'll click inside Ida Holy Moly and choose item name green, fresh veggie, item name green, and then this one I'll rename item name red. Okay, so then to complete styling my item names, I would go through every item on my menu and apply these styles. And you may, if you borrow text from another source, you may need to do some editing to get rid of some things that you might not need. Okay, so this one will be green. This one will be red. Green, etc. So the same thing goes for the pricing or sizes. In my case, I've got different size pizzas and things like that. You don't want to leave anything the default style that comes into your document when you import the text. So again, I'll go to Avenir next. We'll make this a bit smaller. I'll make this medium, or no, let's make it demi-bold. I'll leave it black. In this case, let's see, small 10-inch serves 1/2 medium. I'm going to simplify this, so we'll just go small 10-inch. Medium 12-inch, large 16-inch. And let's just make it simple like that. In this case, I'm just going to put a division character here, a dividing line to separate the sizes. Maybe I'll put the price $8.99, $12.99, nope, not 112, and whoops, we'll do $15.99. Okay, so these all fit on a single line. I might do some things to refine this, like apply some negative tracking just to tighten up that letter spacing a bit. Let's go ahead and create a style from this. Again, I'm going to want to just deselect this default style just to be sure I don't pick up anything that I don't want. Create new style. Name it, you can name it prices, sizes, whatever makes sense. Hit OK, and let's see if that'll work on these other ones. Okay. So again, you're going to want to, if you borrow text, you're going to want to make it work for your layout. Another thing that I would do is to add a little bit of extra space. So here this spacing isn't looking so great. I want to just give it a little bit more of a comfortable separation. So in this case, maybe I would go to my paragraph style, item description, double click that to edit. Let's find indents and spacing. Let's apply a space after of, I don't know, 0.2 inches. And that's too much. So 0.1, it's a little bit better. You know, maybe something like 0.06. You know, this is something that you're just going to use your own sense of aesthetics. And also maybe I'll give this a little bit more leading. I didn't adjust the leading. So leading, when you see leading numbers in a parentheses, 13.2 is an odd size, and that means that it's a default that's been applied by the software, and that's not something that you want. You want to choose, as the designer, you want to always be the one who chooses and determines what that leading is going to be. The leading is the space between lines of text. So that's 12. Let's try this. 14, 18. We'll do 14 on that. All right. So that has applied the paragraph space after and the leading. Since I changed it in my style, every place where that style is applied has also changed. So all my other item description paragraphs have changed as well.